This is the base 10 place value system. What we're looking at here is a place value chart. You have the ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s place, and 100,000s place. So let me show you how this works. I'm going to count for you. When we begin counting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then what comes after 9? 10. So you can see what I did here. The number 10 has nothing in the ones place, but it has a 1 in the tens place. So this 1 is actually in the tens place, while this 0 is in the ones place. Let's continue counting. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then what comes next? 20. So now we have a 2 in the tens place and nothing in the ones place. If we change this to a 27, we would now have a 2 in the tens place and a 7 in the ones place. Now at the beginning of the video I called this the base 10 place value system. Now why do you think it's called the base 10 place value system? Because everything is based on tens. Everything's in groups of tens. I'll show you how. Okay, when we begin counting over here in the ones place, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we have 10. If you notice, I counted to 10 to get to that 1 tens place. And then we go to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29. What comes next? And 30. So I'm doing groups of 10 over here. Once I get a group of 10, I can add one over here to the tens place. This time, instead of counting by ones, I'm actually going to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. What comes next? 100. So the moment I had 10 groups of 10, I had to go to the next place value, which is 100. So a 100 has nothing in the ones place, nothing in the tens place, but a 1 in the hundreds place. If I had, let's say, 527, what a unique number. 527. Well, what's in the tens place? A 2. What's in the ones place? A 7. What's in the hundreds place? 5. So that means there's 5 groups of 100, 2 groups of 10, and 7 groups of 1. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. What's next? 1,000. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. I'm glad that's over. So 1, 10 times will give us 10. If we have 10 groups of 1, we have a 10. 10 times will give us 100. If we have 100 10 times, we get 1,000. If we have 1,000 10 times, we get 10,000. And 10,000 10 times gives us 100,000. So 1 times 10 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000, and 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. You get the pattern. What's the opposite of multiplying? That's dividing. So what would happen if we started over here and we say, what's 100,000 divided by 10? Well, 100,000 divided by 10 is 10,000. 10,000 divided by 10 is 1,000. So 10,000 divided by 10 is 1,000. What's 1,000 divided by 10? 100. And what's 100 divided by 10? 10. And what is 10 divided by 10? 1. Alright, what if I started with a 7 and I want to do 7 times 10? I want to have 10 groups of 7. So 7 times 10 would be, that would be 7D. 7D. Okay, cool. What if I had 7D times 10? What would happen if I had 10 groups of 70? 70 times 10 would be, what's next? 700. And then if I want to have 700 times 10, I think you're starting to see the pattern. 700 times 10 would be 7,000. Let's look at this number 9,173. It's 9,173. Up here you can see I put a comma there because did you know that after 3 place values you got to put a comma? So 1, 2, 3, put a comma, then 1, 2, 3. So if I had a million over here there'd be a comma, but we're not going that far yet. So 9,173. So somebody might ask you, what number is in the tens place? Well, you got to go find out which one's the tens place. That's the ones, and that's the tens. You can see it right here. So what's in the tens place is 7. A 7 is in the tens place. Or somebody might ask you, what place value is the 9 in? So you look at this number 9,173, and they want to know what place value the 9 is in. Well, let's find out. Let's start with the ones place value, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. So we just figured out that the 9 right there, the 9 is in the thousands place value. The 9 is in the thousands place value.